Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow travelers. Oblix here, back with you today from FTB Revelation. How y'all doing today? So last time we built this, which is an automated way of turning stone and oak logs into, it could be any log, but we're using oak logs, into living rock and living wood. And let me tell you, I've left this guy running, and he has been working a treat. I did convert the tree farm over to oak, as I said I would in the last episode. Toward the end there. Let's pop on in. Oh, I forgot we have a new and improved. Well, I don't guess it's really improved, the same as the one inside the house. But we got a little thing in here. Totally forgot we have this. Okay, so if we do living, you see we got 23,000 living rock and 22.9 thousand living wood. So our system is working a treat, taking care of business. Now today, we want to continue. Remember, all this is in gear up for building the Cakerator 9000, an infinite mana machine. So this is just part of the puzzle, one piece of the puzzle. We need some more parts. So I want to head in here, and let's go up to here, and let me replace my battery, because we're going to do a little bit of flying, not a lot, but a little. And we're going to go get some bottles, and we've been killing witches in our mob farm, so we got tons of them. And I'm just going to grab 2 stacks of bottles. We are going to head to the end. We've already killed a dragon. I don't know, many episodes ago, however many that was. We've got a quick travel to the portal here. We hop on in. And we wait. And we wait. Boom-o. There we go. Now, honestly, we don't even need to go do anything in the end other than I want to just convert this into Ender Air. So I'm just right-clicking bottles in open space, like so. Well, on a block, but anywhere on an open block, and you're going to get air. And I'm just holding down the man, words in my mouth. Right, hold down the right-click button. Hallelujah. And I'm just letting it collect all this delicious air that is a crafting item within Botania. Almost done, and bingo, bango, bongo. So we got 2 stacks of Ender Air. So great. Now let's beat feet on out of here without looking at any. I don't care. Let's look at all of them. All of you get mad. Oh, we have an Enderman. Don't we have an Enderman? You can't see me? Yeah, we do. They just get mad. What you gonna do about it, buddy? What you gonna do? Come at me, bro. Yeah, I didn't think so. Y'all are really loud, though. So now let's wake up in our bed. There we go. And pop all these Ender Air bottles into our storage system. Now, Botania has within it, everybody always calls Botania a magic mod. They see the little sparkly flowers, and, you know, things that look magic-y to them, and they call it a magic mod. It's not. It is absolutely not. It's a 100% tech mod. And I'm going to show you today, we're going to take a look at its storage system. It has a whole storage system within it that's very unique in how it works. And we're going to take a look at that today, because we're going to need parts of it to do what we want to do. And I need a decent amount of space. You know what? We could go over to our new little... Too low. Let's go over here to our new little spot. And we'll just do it right out here in the middle of the open like this. Okay. So, the storage system within Botania, the Botania mod, is called Corporea. So if you just do @Botania and Corp, you're going to get all the little pieces, parts of it, which is this stuff right here. So we got Corporea Sparks, a Master Corporea Spark, Corporea Indexes, Funnels, Interceptors, Crystal Cubes, and Retainers. We're going to focus on these first 4 today and take a look at those, because those are pieces, parts of the Cakerator 9000. So let's start with Corporea Sparks. And we're going to make some of these guys. So we're going to need regular sparks, just regular old bog standard sparks, which means we do need petals. And I haven't automated petal production yet. Man, I should do that. Let's go see if we have some petals up here in our chest, hopefully. Otherwise, I know what I'm going to be doing for a little while. We got some. Look at that. Look at that. That'll work. Bam. Now we got 20 petals. That'll get us 10 sparks. That's more than enough to get going. Okay, so we'll just pop these in here like so. And get ourselves 10 regular sparks. We'll pop those in the system. Now to make a Corporea Spark, we need some pixie dust, which is a mana pearl. So let's get Ender. I don't know, I may have some in a system somewhere. I don't know. I'm just gonna make some more, because why wouldn't you? There we go. We're gonna toss these bad boys in there. Toss them in there again, and there's 32 Ender pearls. We're going to take these 32 mana pearls and toss them into our portal to Alfheim, and we're going to get this beautiful pixie dust. It's raining pixie dust on us. There we go. Take that back down into our little hovel hole. Toss that into our system. Now we need our Ender Air bottle, which we just got. So fantastic. Let's get about 5 of these. Excellent. Now we need a Master Spark. To get that, we're going to need a Dragonstone, which is a diamond, mana diamond in the system up there. And we don't need that many, but we're going to go ahead and make that many, because why wouldn't you? Back when I built the system, I didn't have many diamonds to play with. Now I've got diamonds rolling out of my toes. That didn't even sound right. I don't know why that came into my brain. So we're going to toss this over here like so. Get out of my inventory. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Look at that. Pop, pop, pop. So we got our 32. What am I stuck on? I couldn't fly for some reason. Weird. We hear our system above going crazy above our head here. Alright, so now we're going to need... let's make one more Corporea Spark that we can use to turn into a Master Spark. There we go. You see, they have kind of a blue tinge, and then the Corporea Sparks have kind of a pink tinge. We want to make a Corporea Index, which we need yet another spark. So let's go ahead and make one more spark. And we need some Dragonstone, some Obsidian, and some Ender Air. We got all these things. Fantastic. And I want to make a Corporea Funnel. So for that, we need yet another Corporea Spark. And we need a Dropper. There we go. So I don't know if I explained, with the Cakerator, I want to build it... there's 82 different ways to build it. I want to build it using nothing but vanilla Minecraft components and Botania components. I don't want to use other mods. I want to show you the value that Botania brings to the table. I want to show you the technology, the tech features of this tech mod. So what it's going to do is take, and I'm moving my hands around like you can see me moving my hands around in real world. But what I want to show you is it's going to make everything necessary in order to make a vanilla Minecraft cake. So if I just type in cake, So it's going to make milk, it's going to make sugar, it's going to make eggs, and it's going to make wheat. Then it's going to combine them in the right order and spit out a cake, which is actually quite a bit more complicated than you think to do in modded Minecraft. But we're going to make it happen. So let's see, what have we got? We got everything. Oh, I need I want to get an open crate. So I can, in an item frame, and we need some material. Let's see. So we want a Britannia open crate. And all an open crate is, and I think we've used one up above our head up there. Oh, we need some more living wood planks. Let's get some plankage. Boom. And there we go. All an open crate is, it's like a dropper that you don't need redstone. As soon as the item hits the block, it just falls out immediately. And so think of it like an automatic dropper, if you will. And then I want to get some, let's get some simple items. So we'll get some stone. And for this, I need to put this. I need to put this guy away in here because he's going to be problematic for me. Okay, so we got some stone. Let's get some dirt. So we got stone and dirt. Let's grab some ingots of a couple different variety. There we go. And let's grab some gravel. These will be all of our test subjects. Fantastic. Do I need anything else? I do. I need an item frame, which I do not have. Oh, apparently I've never made one. Shouldn't be a problem. We have a whole cow farm and a witch farm making us sticks. So there we go. And you will need your Wand of the Forest, which we made way back when we started Britannia. And here's where we're using an open crate right there, and here's where we're also using an open crate. So if you want to go look at those early episodes, you can see what we did with those guys. But I'm just going to set it up just right here in the middle of nowhere. Oh, you know what else I'm going to need? A button. I'm going to need one button. Do I have a button? I have 33. I need one. Thank you. Phantasmo. So let's put some chests down. 1, 2. I'm just gonna spread them around. I'm gonna put one over here, just to show you they don't. These two are in line. They don't have to be in line. They can be kind of anywhere. And we'll move this up here. And I'm gonna take these corporeous sparks, and I'm gonna place them on top of the chests. So Britannia uses any storage system that you can access from the top. It is important. It has to be the top. It can't be the side or the bottom or the front or the back. It must be the top. So any storage system you can place a corporeous spark on top of, it can use as part of its storage solution. So Britannia doesn't actually store the items. It just gathers the items, or it just presents the items to you. So the next thing you need, we've built a little mini corporea network, but it's not doing anything because we don't have a master spark. You must have a master spark. Now the master spark could be just on top of a regular old chest, and the network would be active. If you don't need to personally access items out of the network, then put your master spark on a chest. I could replace any one of these sparks with the master spark, and the network will be active. You can request items from the network. If you want to personally walk up to a device and access items from the network itself, then you need one of these guys, the Corporea Index. So I'm going to place that down. You notice it kind of looks like an endstone crystal, or an end crystal, what do they call them? But it doesn't explode. You can bang on it all day long. And I typically, if I'm going to have one of these in the network, I typically like to put the master spark on top of it. Like I said, it could live on a chest, no problem. You'll know you have a true network, fully formed network, if you take your wand to the forest, and we're in bind mode, and we just whack the spark. You see you get the flashes all the way around. So I'm going to hit my right click, and you see sparks, the little lines going everywhere. Now I can hit any one of the sparks, and you'll see it connected to all the other sparks. As long as they're connected, you can, that chest is a part of your network and now useful in your network. Now, because the chests are all empty, we have nothing in our network, so we want to put some things. So let's put some gravel, and let's put some dirt, and let's put some stone, and let's put some iron, and let's put some copper, and let's put some gold. And I tell you what, let me go grab another stack of stone to demonstrate one. Let's grab 3 stacks of stone to demonstrate yet another feature of the Corporea network. Guess I could have done it with 2. I want to put a stack of stone in there, and a stack of stone in there. We already had a stack of stone in there, so I'll put 1 more in there. Don't really need that one, but that's okay. Now, again, network's fully formed. We can see that. I want to see what's, for example, well, let's go back. Let's request an item from the network. To do that, we're going to need to use our index. And you notice when I walk up to the index, these sparks jump out of it and start swirling around it. See that? They always just kind of jump out and they start swirling in a circle. That's defining the area at which the Corporea index is active. So if I step out here and the sparks go away, I can no longer interact with the Corporea index. Even though I can see the hitbox, it's not going to work for me. I have to be in the range of it with the sparks circling around it. Now, what it does is it intercepts your chat. So if I hit T and bring up my chat window, it's going to intercept anything I type in there and take action based on those items or whatever I type in there. It's going to not present it to everyone else on the server. If I try to do the same thing without the sparks, it's going to be just a regular old chat message broadcast out to the world. So we come here, and I don't even have to click on it. I can be looking the opposite direction as long as the sparks are twirling around me. I can hit my text and type in, for example, show stone. And what it's going to show you in the chat box is that I've requested 0 stone out of 256. So it's telling me there's 256 stone inside our Corporea network. We know that to be true because there's some 64, 64, and 2 stacks of 64. You can also use the command tell dirt. Same exact thing. Show, tell. There's a couple other ones that I forget. I usually just use show. And it tells you how much is in the system. So a good quick little way to see what's in your system for those who like to type. Now if I want to get a piece of dirt, I just simply type dirt. Boom. You see it says requested 1 dirt out of 64, 1 taken. You can see now I have a piece of dirt in my inventory. If we go look at our dirt box, which is here, we have 63. So it pulled a piece of dirt out, which is cool. If I type in iron ingot, boom, got an iron ingot. And I don't remember where we put the iron ingots, but it will have come from there. There you go, right there. So, Obelix, can you get more than 1 item out? Of course you can. I can do, let's say, 32 gravel. Boom. I now have 32 gravel in my inventory. And you'll see this has half the gravel it had. can I do stacks of items? Of course, I could type in 64 gravel and get out all the gravel, a stack of gravel. I could type in a new command. I could type 1x stack gravel, and that's going to give me the whole, a whole stack of gravel. Now, where that's more useful is when you want multiple stacks. Like we have a bunch of stone in the system, so if I say 2x stack stone, you see now I have 2 stacks of stone in my inventory. Now you don't necessarily know which chest it grabbed from, but who cares? You just wanted the items, right? You didn't really care what chest, so it grabbed one out of there and one out of there. I can do all stone. And you see I grabbed 256 stone of 256. It yanked everything out. Now you notice this is happening instantly. There's no lag, no delay. It's not like other transport systems, like thermodynamics and those that it actually has to flow the item through a pipe or through a tube. It's instantaneous as long as it's a part of the Corporea network. So really kind of super cool in that regard. So let's see. What about, we put in all these different ingots. So we got gold, we got copper, and we have iron. What if I don't know, what I'm specifically looking for? I can do a plus ingot, and it's going to give me some manner of ingot. It's going to just randomly pick something that matches what I've typed in. Now where that's a little more useful is when you use it with the show command. So show plus ingot. And you can see I've got 192 ingots of varying varieties. Some gold, some iron, and some copper. So that's another feature. I was trying to run through in my head and make sure I'm not missing anything. To show you guys. I know it's a little bit confusing. It's a lot of info to take in real quick, but it's a super cool network to use. Let us work now on how this would interact with a machine, for example. So I'm going to put this here, open crate, on top of those pieces of gravel, and then I'm just going to take the gravel out. Bingo bango. We'll put the gravel back in here like a so. And on top of that, I'm going to put this Corporea funnel. Now this is what will work with machines. I'll put it on top, again, always on top. And remember, this just acts like a dropper. Anything that goes in it falls to the ground. Without any delay. You don't need a redstone signal on the crate itself. But this could easily be a dropper or a hopper or, a chest or some other machine. Makes no difference what it is. Now I need to put a spark on top of this guy so it connects it to our network. And we can tell that by, of course, clicking on, and we see the light shooting up there, so we know he's now part of our network. Now, in order to define what item this block is going to request, because it can request very specific items, I'm going to use an item frame. So just like we did up here, if you remember, when we said which items we want this hopper hawk to pick up and put into this crate, we used item frames on this crate right here. We're going to do the same thing for this guy. So we're going to pop that on there. And I'm going to put, let's put gravel, because why wouldn't you? Just put one in there, so we can now have 63. Remember that number. Now, in order to get this guy to request an item from the network, again, whatever item's in that item frame, we have to feed it a redstone signal of any kind. I'm going to just use a button in this instance. but it could be, if it's a forever ongoing process, you could use something like an hourglass or a redstone clock like we used up in the house up there. Could be, whatever redstone signal you can come up with. What's going to happen when I hit this button is this block is going to request from the Corporea network whatever block is in that item frame via that spark that's up there. So we hit the button. We see you get some little animations on the spark, and you see gravel dropping on the ground. I hit it 3 times. There should be 3 gravel. Boom. Done. We look in our chest. We see that there was, in fact, 3 gravel removed. Remember, we started with 63. So, as fast as you can feed the redstone signal to this box is as fast as you can grab items out of this network. That's going to be super useful for us in building the Cakerator. This is kind of a core part of the Cakerator and how it works, is the ability to use this network. So the Cakerator is going to create, again, all the items that make up a cake. The milk, the eggs, the wheat, the sugar. It's going to create all those items. It's going to store them into a storage type chest that's on a Corporea network. Then we're going to use these item funnels to request the items in the correct order to produce the actual cake. Very, very cool. So, I do think that is going to do it for this episode. I so do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me as we learn about Botania Corporea networks and the storage system within Botania, storage and automation system within it, Botania, and hopefully you can see now that it is a tech mod, not a magic mod. I mean, this don't get more tech than tech, being able to hit a button and draw an item out, that ain't magic, that's tech. So, anyway, I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me, as always, and until next time, y'all get out there and make some noise. See ya.